Hello everybody, this is the start of a major road trip. So this is the night before the actual road trip begins. It's currently 3:22 on Monday, December something. Anyways, I am taking a massive road trip, at least for me. I've never really taken a road trip like this, to Lincoln, Nebraska and all the way back. It's about 1,000-mile round trip, and we're going to test the limits of this Mach-E, especially with the cold weather outside. So let's get right into the video. All right, everybody, today is the day. I am taking a trip and the sun is blinding me. Anyways, somebody that we know actually posted on Facebook that they're in Nebraska with their Tesla, and the Tesla superchargers were frozen. So they literally had to go to a gas station and buy like boiling hot water, get boiling hot water and pour it on the supercharger for it to work, or at least unlatch, I would assume. Yeah, I thought I was making a good idea by waiting like an extra day and hoping the weather would warm up, but currently I'm leaving Wisconsin and it's like 15 degrees. All right, everybody, I've arrived in Madison with, let's check how much. Okay, so I've arrived with 86% state of charge, 200 miles range. I think it started with like 280 around, and we only traveled 38 miles, so yeah, clearly it had to calibrate to, I mean, it's been driven in winter weather before, but I guess maybe not the highway in a while. Efficiency for this trip was 2.1 miles per kilowatt. Not that good, but that's whatever. As you can see, a lot of it is going to climate and the temperature, so hopefully that'll get better as the day goes on and it warms up a little bit. Currently at Electrify America, there's a Hyundai Ioniq something, I don't know, and then a VW ID4 trailing some snowmobiles. I came here last night to kind of see what the situation was like, and the app for Electrify America said that all 4 stations were working and only 2 of them were working, and it was completely full last night and there was 2 people waiting. So I was trying to back into one of them, and it's at a Walmart and it's about a mile off the highway. Not super inconvenient, but it's right by like the mobile pickup order, so people are trying to back up as I was trying to back in, and yeah, I don't know. Didn't work out. Alright. So let's open up the charge port. Oh man, that is frozen. Okay, says plug in. Alright, says connecting a vehicle. Let's see if it actually does it this time. It says plug and charge enabled on it, so it should hopefully just process payment right away. Alright, good sign so far. Oh, initiating charging, okay. That's actually a surprise. And I'm at 88%, I believe, so it's not going to be super fast charging, but I just wanted to top up a little bit just because I'm going to be making a long stretch to the next place, I believe. So just want to be safe, and I can always move in case another person needs to charge. Continue. Thank you for choosing Electrify America. Cable cooling, I'm hearing. That's a good sign. Oh, we're at 86. All right, and we're ramping up. Nice. I'll update when I leave, I guess, or when an error happens. Hopefully that doesn't happen. All right, everybody, I just pulled out of the charging station. EQS just pulled up, and I think they're trying to plug into the one that probably won't work. So if that one doesn't work, at least I'll have a charging spot. I'm at 87% right now. It probably wasn't even worth stopping, but whatever. All right, next stop is the Chevrolet dealership. This is gonna be quite the drive. All right, let's, oh, fast, up to 100 kilowatts. Okay, yeah, that is what I'm talking about. I guess this way then. Let's go. All right, just missed my first exit. Saw a car behind me or truck behind me with flashing lights and didn't know what that was. Tried to move over and I realized, oh shoot, missed my exit. So just came back where I'm supposed to be, I guess. Drive is going good so far. Do not have the hands-free mode. It's been kind of going off and on. This highway kind of sucks. The roads are not that good, at least on the right side. So yeah, other than that, drive is going pretty good. And next stop is going to be Chevrolet dealership in Dubuque, Iowa. and supposedly they have a 100 kilowatt DC fast charging station there. From the looks of it, I don't see, at least on ChargePoint, I didn't see any pictures of like how you can pay for it. Maybe it's free, maybe it's not. I guess we'll have to find out. All right, so we have reached 50% state of charge, 97 miles of predicted range. Yeah, that's not really 280 miles anymore. It's pretty much what I was predicting, like 200 miles of range, averaging 2.1 miles per kilowatt. I mean, that's not that good still, but I mean, the climate, it's still 10 degrees outside. Hasn't warmed up much, so that's probably what's gonna be most of the trip. Maybe a little bit better on the way back. But yeah, views are nice. Not too much traffic out here right now. Probably about like 30-ish miles to the destination, so I have a nice buffer in case charging doesn't go the way it should. But yeah. All right, hands-free mode, and we have arrived to Platteville. We are crossing the Mississippi River right now, going into Iowa in a couple of seconds. Still in hands-free mode. Well, it disengaged a decent amount, but 29% left, 50 miles left. But yeah, we are, wait for it, we're officially in Ohio. Let's go. All right, everybody, we have arrived to the dealership. I believe that should be the DC fast charging, and 27%, 44 miles of range arrived with. I mean, it's in the back of the dealership. Charge is a charge. And this is also free. It has an icon to pay, so I thought for sure you just tap before it starts charging, but it's free, so that's really nice. So if you are shopping for a car and you're in Dubuque, Iowa, I guess come to McGraw Chevrolet. All right, so it's honking again. It looks like it's charging. 27%. Yeah, that's pretty good. Looks like it's charging. So this bubble right here is our range. Not that far. And it's probably going to be basing it off that we have 28%. So it wants us to charge a couple more times. So I made a change of plans. I'm going to not charge here for as long. I want to kind of get going and get to a place where there's more stuff around, like a bathroom or something. But there's a little discrepancy again. I changed it to, it's another McGrath dealership, although it's, I think, a Buick dealership this time. Really cool that they have all these chargers there. It looks like it should be another free one. I checked PlugShare and there's a Mach-E there right now, but should be gone by the time we get there. It looks like it's free again. All right, we have been here, I'm not even sure how long, probably like 45 minutes at this point. But still happy to get a charge in. It's just that I'm not really sure what I should be charging up to. The car on the driver console says that it is charged to where it needs to be to get there, even more. And then on the main screen, it says that we have to charge it up to 51% yet, so I don't really know. But I just want to play it safe though, because there's not really any fast chargers on the way in between where I'm going and where I am now. So I don't want to risk it. I think the only thing I could get is just like some NEMA 1450 outlets, which is, you know, something, but that would take a while and don't really want to do that. So yeah. All right, we have reached 51%. Let's go. All right, so I just picked up the essentials, the snacks, and I've got about like 70 miles until my next charging stop. It's near Cedar Rapids, Ohio. Not Ohio, Iowa. But yeah, just had to get some snacks. I have more than enough buffer. I think I have like 20-30 miles. I just covered the mic there. I have more than enough of a buffer. I have like 20 or 30 miles extra, but that's good. Just in case the range predictor isn't so accurate, at least I would hopefully arrive there with some battery left. But if need be, I can turn the climate off or down and try to conserve some energy. But yeah, for now, I'm just going to head on the road and get to the next stop. All right, everybody. Currently at 40% state of charge, 76 miles of range, about 52 miles to get to the next charging stop at another McGrath dealership. Driving has been pretty good since I left the last charging station. I'm glad I charged what the car said to on the main screen to 51%, because I think with the highway driving at higher speeds now, when we get there, there's probably not going to be too large of a buffer. Right now, it should be anywhere from it should be about 24 miles of buffer, but who knows what that's going to end up being by the time we get there. So glad I charged that little bit extra, but yeah, that's a little weird that the car kind of told me two different points I needed to stop charging to reach the destination. But yeah, all right, I will check in when I arrive at the next one, and it looks like it's going to be a 50 kilowatt DC fast charging station, probably similar to this, but this one is not like in the back of the dealership. It's a more traditional charging spot, I guess you could say. We have pulled up to the charger, CCS, 50 kilowatts, probably going to be free, and 22 miles of range, 13%. That's okay buffer, not as much as I originally thought, but let's get this charging. All right, not in the most convenient spot. Probably could have parked a little bit better, but that's all right. It's a long cable, so that's good. Ooh, it's got that nice handle on it. All right, assuming I just pull it out, right? What do I do? Oh, there we go. All right, after a little bit of a delay, something popped up on the screen. It says preparing to charge, setting up the communication with the car. It's a good sign. I'm hearing some clicks, and it looks like it's provided by EV Connect. Loading bar. And charging. So let's check the car. All right, and it looks like it has recognized that it is charging. This one is a little bit easier to see. You can see the percentage. Yeah, that's not bad. Looks like it's still charging at 42 kilowatts. That's not bad at all. I'll take it. And it's free. Nice. Over on this trip, oh, I forgot I stopped it when I took that pit stop, but from the pit stop at Aldi's to here is about 2 miles. Got good efficiency because the climate was pretty much off. Wait, it wasn't off. Well, whatever. So it says we would be done or up to 80% at 4:09. It's not terrible, hour and a half, something like that, I guess. It's free, so take what you can get. But there is a supercharger, Electrify America in Williamsburg, which I just have to find out how far away it is. It probably isn't that far, but want to leave with a 30-mile buffer. That seems to be a good number. All right, so I checked on the EA app, and it looks like the one in Williamsburg is about 30 miles away. And currently the car is at 17% state of charge and 32 miles of range. So we don't need that big of a buffer since it's a short trip. So probably like maybe 15-20 miles. So I'll probably just be here, I don't know, maybe 20-30 minutes, and then I'll head off to Electrify America, and we're going to see some fast speeds for basically the first time this whole trip. So that'll be fun. I checked PlugShare, and it looks like 2 of them are, I don't know, having issues. Like they're not charging like the most that they could be, or something else. And it looks like chargers 3 and 4. 3 looks like it's working perfectly fine, but it's a 350 kilowatt. So if I could use number 4, which is I think 150, and it works fine, that'd be good. If you have an EV and you're planning a road trip it and you're not familiar with the app PlugShare, I'd highly suggest downloading it. Basically, it gives you a bunch of charging locations, and users of the app can leave their own review, say if it was working or not, which chargers may be having a problem, and it even displays people who are charging there, who are using the PlugShare app. They can share that they're charging there, and say how long they're going to be there for. So it's really nice to have, and I think a lot of people use it, but some people might not even know about it. So it's always a good app to have, and yeah. All right, so we have 76 miles of range, about a 30-mile buffer, so let's unplug. Just was watching some out of spec, you already know. But yeah, it's on the road to Electrify America. All right, everybody, 60 miles of range, 29% state of charge. Try and film this so the thing doesn't yell at me. I'm looking at the road right now. But current update, A lot of cars on the side of the road, probably from that winter storm that came through a couple days ago. It's the aftermath of that. Luckily, the weather is pretty good right now. Not a lot of wind, and it's currently 26 degrees Fahrenheit. So the efficiency is 2.6, 2.7 miles per kilowatt hour right now, which is pretty good. Probably because we're not going exactly speed. Oh, yep, there's another car. That's probably the fifth one I've seen in like 10 minutes. Yeah. Anyways, I'm behind a semi right now, so that's helping the wind, lessen the impact of the wind. But we should arrive to this charger with, I don't know, around 30 miles and hopefully get a fast charge in. Wow, that is not good. Yeah, that's why you gotta stay safe out there. Oh, and another car. Oh, man. Yeah, it's better wait till the storm passes if you can, but some people are in a rush. Oh, and another one. That's... Jeez. Oh, man. All right, I will pick it back up when I get to the charger. We have made it, and it's at a gas station. Let's go. I can go to the bathroom, I get some food, stretch my legs and whatever, watch some YouTube maybe. And in typical fashion, the one that we need, well, one of the plugs is unavailable, but one says ready, so hopefully that one works. And shout out to regular EV dad, coast to coast, up and down. I'll have to check that out. That's pretty cool. I should get my own sticker, I guess. But there's tons of amenities here. I can go to the bathroom and all that. It's awesome. But let's get plugged in first of all. All right, the moment of truth. Did it stay charging and not give an error? I hear the cable cooling, so I'm going to take that as a good sign. Already at 30%, 94 kilowatts. Not reaching 150, but it's whatever. It's still pretty cold outside. All right, I think we might be hitting 100 kilowatts. Hey, yeah, 100 kilowatt hour charging speeds. That's nice. That's basically double the fastest that we got so far. So although sometimes these stations can be unreliable, they're pretty much the largest network that has this type of charging speed ability for CCS. So something. Now I have to find out where my next stop is going to be, and how long it's going to take me to get to my destination tonight, where I'm going to eat, and all of that. So I have a feeling by the time I'm done with researching all of that, it'll probably be close to being done. So, yep, just ripping it at 102. Nice. And right as I said that, it just came crashing down to 35. I literally turned off the camera. A couple seconds later, it literally just fell down to 35. So that's not ideal at all. I mean, it's charging me by the kilowatt hour delivered, so it's not really screwing me over cost wise, but if this doesn't fix itself, I'm definitely probably gonna have to replug. I have to see if there's any information on there that's saying if the car is limiting it or if it's a charging station. All right, so it has slowed down yet again. I mean, we are at 56%. I don't know what to do. We could make it there, but yeah, charging time is slowed down again. I'm thinking probably just unplug and replug one more time. I mean, we're already parked in here, and next time it goes down again, then one plug. All right, so currently at 74%. It's still going strong at 74 kilowatt speed. Oh, what did I just press? But I'm going to unplug because we have more than enough range to get there, and I want to get there with a lower state of charge. Probably going to get there around 20%, maybe more, so we can have more time at higher speeds. So let's get going. Okay, so I was about to pull out of here. I'm all charged up and everything, so that's good. But I spotted something very odd. I think this was the ghost machine people were talking about. So currently this station is charging nothing, but it says it's charging at 77 kilowatts. It's been here for 61 minutes. It's delivered almost 8,000 kilowatts. So whoever plugged in last, hopefully you don't get billed. All right, everybody, so about 70 miles into this leg of the trip. Still going strong, hands-free for most of it. About 85 miles of range, 40% state of charge. And I think we'll get there, oh, how many miles is it? Well, we'll have a decent amount of buffer. So overall, this trip has been going pretty good. I mean, having the slow chargers at the beginning, I mean, they were nice, they were free, they were there. But I mean, obviously fast charging is the way to go for these trips and getting it done as quick as possible. I mean, the time I was at the last one, I mean, I did have to re-plug in a couple of times, but if I hypothetically didn't have to, I mean, just by the time you can use the bathroom, get some food, check up on where your next charging spot is and all that, or book a hotel, who knows what you have to do, it's pretty much you're ready to go. Not much time of like downtime there compared to the slow chargers. It's like, yeah, it was getting a little bit long, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know, this is not a good location because there's no bath. I mean, you could go inside the dealership and all that, but there wasn't a lot around there. So next stop is at Come and Go. I've never been there before. It's a gas station. I don't know if there's anything else around there, but I mean, gas station, that's all you really need. We got plenty of stuff there, food and bathrooms. It's really all you need. Weather is not bad now. It's 29 degrees outside, warmed up from this morning. Efficiency is at 2.1 miles per kilowatt. All right, back from the inside, and still going strong at 44%, 105 kilowatts. Plan is to stay here till 80%, and I should have enough distance to get to a restaurant that Guy Fieri on Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, whatever it is, visited, California Tacos in Nebraska. So we'll see how that is, head to the hotel, then I'll pick the camera back up tomorrow. And then sometime tomorrow, I'll begin my journey back. All right, everybody, we're charging at 62%, 93 kilowatts. Haven't had any problems so far. Hopefully that continues. We got a BMW iX, I believe, pulled up to one of the stalls, so that's pretty cool. I've just watched a couple of videos on that, so it should be pretty good. Well, I don't know what they're honking at. But yeah, I'm gonna charge up to 80%. Should finish in 14 minutes. Then gonna make my way out to the California taco place. All right, everybody, I have arrived at a Hy-Vee. It's like a grocery store. I've got a $9 taco here. It's like as big as my head, or it was. But anyways, I have 22 miles of range, 12% state of charge. The hotel I'm staying at is only a couple miles away, and they have charging there. Hopefully that should work out. If it doesn't, I mean, I can always go a fast charger or find something. It's Omaha, Nebraska. I'm sure there's a charger somewhere. But yeah, I'm gonna eat my food, get some stuff for like groceries and stuff, and call it tonight. All right, everybody, I've arrived in Omaha, Nebraska to the Hilton Hotel, and it's nice to have EV charging for free. Got here with like 10 or 11%. At this current charging rate, it's not fast, so it'd be done by 1:35 tomorrow, but I am not going to be here till that time. I'm actually going to be leaving bright and early in the morning. But yeah, so I should probably leave with, I don't know, maybe like 60% of a charge. I'm sure I can find a Electrify America and top off to 80% and then continue the journey back. But yeah, thank you for joining me on this amazing adventure. Right now, based off like a short recap, based off what I can tell, or my experience, it was all right. You know, the stretch from Madison to the first Electrify America, or the second Electrify America, I guess, it was not that fun. I mean, when you're having that slow charging, 40 kilowatts, 20 kilowatt hour charging, it's really, it takes too long. I think, let me look at the total time. We have been traveling about 12 hours, but I think that includes pretty much, I don't know what that exactly includes. That's charging time, driving time. So yeah, that kind of took a little bit longer than I anticipated, but I think without like me stopping like the grocery store and all that, probably like an 11-hour trip of charging. On the way back, If I use a better route planner, it's telling me I can get back in like 9 hours and something. So I'll have to take that into consideration. Basically what I did this half of the trip here is I just I knew which chargers I needed to stop by, but I think I stopped at a little too many of the slower chargers. I could have probably made it, but I always like to have that safety net. And another thing I noticed is the buffer that you start with isn't necessarily the buffer you're going to end with. Even with consistent highway driving, I would notice that there would be a gap of like, I don't know, like 50 miles, and then the longest stretch was like over 100 miles, and there was like a gap of 50 miles or buffer, and now it's all the way down to 20, or it was like 20-ish. So, you know, I mean, the range predictor, I don't know if it's just this car hasn't been taken on a road trip really, so maybe it's just getting used to that. But overall efficiency on the way here was not amazing. 1.9 kilowatts. A lot of it was climate, mainly because in the morning it was colder, and now it's warm, I guess, 32. But that took a lot of the battery efficiency away. Exterior temperature, same thing, cold weather, and driving accessories, yeah. I don't know why that says my driving is so poor. It was like 90, and then this was kind of low. It was like 30s. I don't know why that's like that, but the trip to get here, I just started from the grocery store, but I haven't had the air conditioning on. Just wanted to stretch in case I just wanted to make sure I was going to get here, and I have more than enough. I was just steady driving. Everything's close by. All right, I gotta head to bed, but yeah, it's fun.